we're not getting the news, you guys. We are not getting half the news reported to us the way it's really happening. And I had a pastor once who said, do things in the light. Do it in the light or don't do it at all. And there's so many people and so many industries not operating in the light. But what you have with the content creators and what you're seeing with these motions to quash these subpoenas that Blake Lively has issued across the board, wide sweeping, in an attempt to chill free speech and criticism, is you are seeing them being transparent and operating in the light, which is something that the Lively side, from what it looks like, from how it appears, they do not do. And they're accusing other people of using the tactics that they themselves employ. Okay, but this case has captured our attention. It's gripped us. It's about far more than just a frivolous Hollywood lawsuit right now, right? It's freedom of speech. Mainstream media isn't covering this. They're spoon-fed their information. They're spoon-fed their stories. I don't think there's a lot of real journalism happening right now. They are told what to report on, told what not to report on, and content creators are free. They're free to call their own shots. The interests are so vast. So what they get to do is they get to pick what they have passion about, and they get to tell you about it. They get to learn about it. They get to be passionate about it. This is what drew me in. You have a whole hive of people working on things and working to uncover things, investigating, and you know, mommy and daddy sleuths, as they are so cleverly coined by a journalist who spoke out against Zach Peters' coverage and other content, A Daily Dose of Donna, Court of Random Opinion, Popcorn Planet, Dave Neals, Candace Owens. There's Ashley Brianna Eve, who is a content creator who has taught a lot of us about PR and the underbelly of PR, that we were babes, innocent babes, like we didn't know. There's a lot of manipulation, a media manipulation, a lot of lies and things hidden. And there's a lot of people who want to see more transparency in our media, in our government, in our legal systems. There's so many reasons that this case is important. First of all, a man's life is at stake. Creators being subpoenaed, you know, for exercising their right to free speech and to comment on public cases and public information. There's harassment, there's intimidation, there's scare tactics, there's all kinds of things going on. And look, we all have different interests. We can't follow the entire world. Like, there's so much going on in the world, but what we can do is we can ditch legacy media and go toward content creators on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, where you're actually getting real information to speak out on cases and subjects that interest them. And it could potentially turn a whole case around. It's not perfect, you know, but a whole community of people who believe in fighting for the underdog and for standing up to money and standing up to power. And that's what you're seeing, where it looks like it's, you know, overblown and overcovered. It's not, because there's so much happening. And if we weren't shining a light on this, who knows what would happen? Who knows what people could get away with? Because there are people, there are forces out there. They want to operate in the dark, and they want to keep you dumb. They want to keep you silent. And your best bet of knowing what's going on is to really lean on those content creators. So, Elsrich, Elsie, she is amazing. There's so many things I love about each of these people. So Elsie, she has the sharpest wit. I love a wit. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. I just love a quick tongue and a quick wit. I respect it so much. She's amazing. She is witty. She's clever. She's smart. Donna Bowling, she speaks her mind. She, love her, hate her, agree with her or not. Here's another saying from a pastor. He's like, if you don't like what I have to say, he's like, take the meat leave the bones. Like, you don't have to agree with everything. You don't have to like everything. So you take what you want and you leave the rest. I love whole fryers. And so there's only parts of the bird that I like, so I just take what I want and I leave the rest. Whatever. But each person has their strengths. She speaks her mind, and she's so bold. And these content creators, they are warriors. They are brave. They stand every day. They get kicked down, put down, demeaned, like attacked in every kind of way, and they still come out day after day after day, and they speak their truth loudly and proudly. Dave Neals, he has his own beliefs. Candace Owens has her own. Ian Carroll, he's a lot, industry. He talks a lot about what they hide from us in big business and all of that. Who else? At Popcorn Planet, he does a great job. Andy Signor, he does a great job at bringing us pop culture. Zach Peter, he's just his delicious, sweet, funny, quippy self, and he's just him. And you don't see any pretense. It's real, and not that we know everything about everybody, right? We can't. We're private people. We still have our own life. We're not going to like put it all out there. Some people do. I don't mind it so much. Random court of opinion. She actually goes into the court dockets and she pulls out all the filings and reads them. Hours and hours she spends with us online, reading through line by line by line. Ask two lawyers, they've done it too. They do their own thing. I mean, it's not like they're covering just this case. They do a lot of other stuff. Omar, the tilted lawyer, he also helps break this out. There's just so many good people out there doing good work. So give them some love, show them some support, and don't look at this as unhinged. Look at it as important, because it's important. Sexual harassment and sexual assault, how claims are handled, how victims are treated is at stake. When women can make false accusations and false allegations and get away with it for various reasons. There's some. Laura Owens is another case. Dave Neals was following it, covering it. Court of Random Opinion was covering it. Women making false allegations, defrauding the public, defrauding the court system. That's important. We want to stand by victims. So many of the people who support Justin Baldoni are survivors and victims of that. It's important that we don't. People make false allegations. Who knows why? Like, it's weird to think of. Like, it's unimaginable, isn't it, that a person would do that? But people do it. I don't understand why, but it's a fact, and it happens. And we have to be able to discern those times. We have to be able to listen to facts and evidence and proof, and we have to be able to know and understand what's going on, so that we can support victims and so that we can call out fraud and we can stop it, because it does affect it. It takes up a tremendous amount of money and time when there are false allegations made. So yes, we want to stand and support victims and survivors. We all feel strongly about that.